from the hundreds, where a frog got it fucking jumping. I'm from the hundreds, where K-Dog was a fucking dog. I'm from the hundreds, where a pops got it fucking popping. I'm from the hundreds, where a fool was a fucking fool. I'm from the hundreds, Rosemore, Roseland, West Pullman. Man, I'm from the hundreds, so you know how we do it.
Surveillance video can help catch 4 men accused in a deadly shooting last weekend outside a Chatham liquor store. The men drove up in 2 cars near 79th and Cottage Grove, ran towards the store, and then started firing. Several bullets hit 3 men. A 36-year-old victim died at the hospital a short time later. Police also ordered the store closed, calling it a public safety threat.
In the neighborhood, our nonstop news crews found police searching for clues in 2 shootings within blocks and an hour of one another. CPD tells us a 15-year-old boy and a 20-year-old man were driving in this stolen white Jeep near 114th and Low at around 9 o'clock last night. That's when someone in a passing pickup truck fired shots, hitting the teen in the head and the 20-year-old in his back. Within the hour, we have learned that the 15-year-old has since died. The 20-year-old remains in critical condition at this hour. And at about 9:45, a 25-year-old man was walking in this alley near 112th and Wallace. That's when someone shot him twice in the abdomen. He's in serious condition this morning. Police are still searching for the suspects in both shootings and have not said whether the incidents possibly could be.
Chicago police have released new surveillance video of these 3 suspects. Watch that car there that's moving. This is a July homicide in the Chatham neighborhood. This happened near 86th and State on July 26th. So you see the 3 people there. They get out of that Dodge Durango, that all-black car. They shoot the victim, a 31-year-old man by the name of Anton Benoit. He was just standing in the parking lot of the Shell station, and then after they shot him, they ran over him with the car. This, as they were trying to get away from the scene. That victim sadly died from his injuries.
In Roseland tonight, a man in a car was shot near 100th and Michigan. He was able to drive a short distance to 95th and Morgan. Paramedics took him to Christ Hospital. He did not survive. Bullets from that same shooting also hit a CTA bus, but no one was hurt on the bus.
It's time trying to prevent violence, and instead it's what cut Ronnie Roper's life short.
The 28-year-old member of the Chicago Cred organization was killed in a shooting near the group center in Roseland yesterday.
Tonight, a team member spoke with CBS 2's Sharday Gray about what happened and how they're remembering him.
It's hard. It's hard.
A tough day at the Chicago Cred organization after one of their members, 28-year-old Ronnie Roper, was shot and killed in broad daylight.
We have to restore trust and the belief that we can keep our participants safe. So we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that happens.
The shooting happened near the organization's Roseland Outreach Center. Police say Roper was walking near a parking lot when 2 people walked up and shot him in the head. Reverend Craig Nash, Director of Community Engagement, says Roper, a former member of Cred, rejoined the group 9 months ago.
He's been on fire with his progress, with his accomplishments. He was working towards his high school diploma. He was excited about traveling to New York next week.
CRED, which stands for Create Real Economic Destiny, was founded by former Chicago Public Schools head and U.S. Secretary of Education Arne Duncan. The group provides therapy, job placement services, and programming for men who are at high risk of committing crimes or becoming victims of gun violence. Duncan said in a tweet, Roper was killed while leaving one of their sites. Nash says Roper also helped recruit teens and young men from the Roseland neighborhood to be a part of CRED.
That's the tough part, that he's working on those things, he's doing all the right things, and then this happens.
The organization say they plan to honor Roper at graduation in August. Police say no one is in custody. Reporting at Chicago Police 4th District, Sharday Gray, CBS 2 News.
Police are investigating 2 separate shootings in 2 days.
Both of them involve kids being shot in their families' cars. One of those children has died. CBS 2's Marissa Perlman spoke to the child who survived. She reports from outside Comer Children's Hospital.
We are hearing directly from a 7-year-old boy and his family who is the latest victim of this type of crime. Thankfully, police say 7-year-old Legend Barr is going to be okay. Now, Legend was heading with his family to church. He's seen here in his hospital bed at Comer Children's Hospital. He was shot while getting ready to go to church with his family. Now, the family noticed another man that was breaking into a different car, one they also owned. But the would-be thief had a rifle. He saw he was spotted, opened fire, and hit Legend Barr in the leg. His femur was shattered by the bullet. His mom tells us since this shooting, he hasn't been able to sleep. He's about to have surgery to put rods in his legs. But this 7-year-old tells us he's trying to be brave, but he's angry.
I had basketball season, but now I can't go to basketball until my leg is healed. I just saw him getting out of our grandma's car, and then he pulled his gun out of his coat pocket. No, he pulled his gun out of his coat.
It must have been
so. And then he just pulled the trigger and then started shooting at the middle of the car where I was sitting at, on the left side of the car.
Police say Legend Barr is lucky, and the same cannot be said for 3-year-old Mateo Zastro, who was shot in the head during an apparent road rage incident on Friday night. He passed away Saturday. His mom was driving, and his siblings were in the car. Now, police...
I appreciate everybody tapping in with Flaco Santana TV. Hit that like, subscribe, share button. You already know how I'm coming. Raw, uncut, unseen content. You can only find it on Flaco Santana TV. You got people who try to duplicate it, whatever. It's only one me, straight up. With that being said, rest in peace to Duck. But I want to talk about the news clippings that I showed y'all, you know what I'm saying, earlier in the intro, right after the intro. Like, you see the little boy, 7 years old, getting shot. You see how he described that situation? You see the intervention brother who trying to change people's lives getting killed, trying to help people change their life, and he getting killed. You see how so much killing going on in my neighborhood where I'm from? I don't take it as a joke. It's serious to me. You know what I'm saying? Not just what's going on in my hood. I showed you what happened in Auburn Gresham. That's right down the street. The gas station shooting. I just showed you so many different things. That's even outside of my hood, but just in my city, period. Everybody going through it. Everybody been affected by this. And something has to change at the end of the day. Straight up. Rest in peace, Duck. But I had to speak on that because, you know what I'm saying, that's what's going on at these days and times. For real. Black brother dying after black brother dying. Black sister dying after black sister dying. Straight up. Rappers dying. Everybody dying. This 800 TJ. He just got killed. Straight up. He got killed. You got THF Twin. He just got killed. All this happened around the same time. All these rappers dying around the same time. Imagine how this brother, THF, a twin brother, feel like his other half gone. You feel me? Now, THF is well known because of Bezu, THF Bezu, and then you got Lil Durk who rock out with him. You feel me? So they well known. Then you got this brother right here, Lil Scoon. Lil Scoon from the east side. You know what I'm saying? And he off like Burley, that area. I call it South Sea. That always been South Sea to me, all of that. Those the Moes over there, those the Stones. You know what I'm saying? And I always had a good relationship with them brothers. Always. My mans and them, John, Lil Daddy, Big Daddy, X, they from over there. Always had a good relationship with them. But besides that, Lil Scoon from over there. Talented young brother. I mean it. Watch that DJU interview with him. He was very smart, very witty, and I could see he had a bright future ahead of him. Bright future ahead of him. Real talk. Music doing numbers now. It's crazy how the rappers die. Then everybody infatuated with them and things of that nature. While they alive, they got motion, but it ain't nothing like dying. And people just, you know, mesmerized by, oh, you dead. Just like Biggie say, you nobody till somebody kill you. Why do you have to die to be somebody? Why do you have to die for people to acknowledge your gift? You feel me? But I'm just showing y'all how many people, you know, love Lil Scoom, how they embraced him, how they celebrated him. You see a balloon release. You see they turned up, his OG, his family, his people. You know what I'm saying? They turned up. Listening to his music. Why they celebrate his life. Turned up at his funeral. Rest in peace, Lil Scoom. And it's crazy because somebody I personally know was at Lil Scoom funeral, and it come out that's her cousin. And I'm like, But it's crazy how many rappers dying, how many shorties dying, how little kids getting killed, little babies. I showed you in that clip, that video clip earlier, the little baby got killed, shot in the head, riding with his mama. I did this video also because one of the people who watch my platform asked me, hey, it'd be cool if you would do something speaking on, you know, the literature that these organizations have and how they basically, you know, all got something in common. And I thought it was a good idea. Not go too deep, not expose anything. Don't want to disrespect nobody. You know what I'm saying? I respect all organizations. But this is Lil Jeff right here. Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Very charismatic. Had charisma. The brother had a lot of motion. Going crazy. That Tony Montana, I play that like every day. When I'm in a whip, in the V, boy, when I'm in traffic, I'm talking about I'm playing that. But it's sad how brothers don't get to live their life, man, enjoy their life. Outsiders won't understand it. Why they live like this? Why are they like this? You see little Bloodhound Jeff, his guys representing them. But all of this have been systematically done. All of this is strategic. You know what I'm saying? It's a culture. It's a way of life. It has become the norm where I'm from and where we from. And that's my whole thing, that we have to reverse that. We have to change that. This Bloodhound Lil Jeff with JB Ben Laden, Q50. And I want to say that's Vert. I really couldn't see if that's Vert. But I want to say that was Vert. Q50 just came out with a banger too, first day out. He just got jammed up. Little brother, stay focused on your craft. Bloodhound Jeff gone. You gotta focus. Let them live through your music while you elevate in the music game. Straight up. That's some wisdom I can give you, man. Because you got potential to be the biggest star you want to be. But you got to stay focused, bro. Now you see this right here. Bloodhound Lil Jeff Girl got his hand on him while he in the casket. Because she love him. She care about him. Like so many other people did. Love and care about him. And everybody I showed y'all. Rest in peace to all of them. But you know who don't love him or care about him? These jokers right here. Adam 22. DJ Academics. Trap Lord. Ross. And a dude right there named Remo. He like the do boy for Adam 22. But these people are the real culture vultures. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it come down to the city of Chicago. These people come up with all type of narratives. They eat off the blood, sweat, and tears of Chicagoans who die. They eat off the deaths in our city. DJ Vlad. Look who this Trap Lord dude is with. Vlad and Adam 22. Trap Lord Ross not even from America. He from London somewhere, a whole nother country. You from somewhere else. But you so infatuated with Chicago that you coming up with documentaries talking about King Von and killed 10, 12 different people. You talking about, you just came out with one, you know, on Little Jeff, on Bloodhound Little Jeff. Talk about he didn't, you know, caught like 20 bodies, 15 bodies. Crazy. It's crazy to me. This dude's so infatuated with us. And you see him up in the Gang Chicago book, you know what I'm saying, researching and reading and trying to put stuff together, but never once how he tried to help the hood, help the situation. None of them people I showed you ever say, hey, how can we change the dynamics? They just want to perpetuate it and eat off of it. And they goofy to me. This brother right here, Noble Drew Ali, the founder of MSTA. Real talk. He's the founder of, you know, Morris Science Temple of America. If you don't know what that means, what I just said. This is Malcolm X. You know how Malcolm X came. By any means necessary. I'm showing you these brothers because these the brothers who had a big impact on me. I hope they have a big impact on you when you research these brothers. And also these brothers had a big impact on the people you look up to. The Jeff Fords, the King Davids. These people, I'm finna show y'all the people that they was inspired by. This is Elijah Muhammad. Elijah Muhammad started the Nation of Islam. The reason I'm showing you these brothers is because these brothers uplifted the community at the end of the day. Like I say, everybody got flaws. Everybody got flaws. Nobody is perfect until you correct yourself. And that will make you perfect because you correct it. You acknowledge it. You correct it. But these brothers had did some monumental things in our communities. Look at how many brothers didn't flourish from their teachings. And that's my whole point of getting into this literature. The different organizations' literature. Because if you're going to claim something and you're going to say you honor somebody, then you got to understand their mind state. This is W. Fard Muhammad. He is the one who taught Elijah Muhammad. Marcus Garvey. You see what he say? Liberate the minds of men, and ultimately you will liberate the bodies of men. Meaning you got to get free in your mind so your body can be free, so you can be free in the world. But as long as your mind is shackled, as long as you get negativity and things that keeping your mind in bondage and you can't grow and develop until who you're supposed to be, you a prisoner in your own body and you ain't moving freely. Real talk, because you got mental shackles on your man. And Marcus Garvey is the one that said, hey, let's go back to Africa. He started the Back to Africa movement. For real. Martin Luther King, you know who this is? He had a dream. This brother went around the country everywhere preaching. He had a dream. He was about peace, non-violence. Look what he say. Darkness can't drive out darkness. Only the light can do that. Hate can't drive out hate. Only love can do that. Okay? That's real. The love gotta crush that hate. Out of the darkness into the light. That should resonate with some of y'all. Khalid Sheikh Muhammad, this brother, awesome brother, mentally raised a lot of brothers. Helped them be who they supposed to be by letting them know to stand for something, stand on principle, stand against injustices. Freedom, justice, and what? Equality. Real talk. He was a Black Panther at the end of the day. He was a Black Panther, but he was a Muslim. He came under the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, Farrakhan, things of that nature. But this brother right here, boy, what? Khalid Sheikh Muhammad, look him up. Look up Elijah Muhammad, look up Noble Drew Ali, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. This is Fred Hampton. Let's see if I can make it through this, because he got killed. The people killed him because he was so strong. We got to face some facts. That the masses are poor. That the masses belong to what you call lower class. I could have finished it. Maybe y'all could have. But I'm not finna edit this. I'm finna do what it do. You see Fred Hampton Jr. Or Fred Hampton, I should say. You see Fred Hampton speaking out publicly about the injustices. And he ain't just deal with black people. Notice that. You feel me? That's real right there. Who had an impact on Fred Hampton, who was from the south side of Chicago, who got killed in Chicago by the Chicago police? This brother right here, Huey P. Newton. He the one who started the Black Panthers out in Oakland, California. These are the co-founders. Bobby Seale, Huey P. Newton. They started the Black Panther Party. You see what it's in the background? The headquarters. That's the headquarters for the Black Panthers right there. This brother right here changed my life, literally. His name is Father, I call him the Father, call him Father Allah. You know, his honorable name is Clarence Smith. When he was part of the Nation of Islam, Clarence 13X. But this brother right here is with his right hand man, Justice. So we say it's Allah and Justice. And he changed my life because he taught me that the black man was God and the black woman was earth. He taught me supreme mathematics, supreme alphabet, and I learned my lessons. Not because I talked to him physically because he did, but through his teachings, I understood his mind, and that's how all the guys are. Real talk. With that being said, Jeff Ford, free Jeff Ford. And the reason I showed Noble Drew Ali, because I told you I'm going to show y'all the people y'all look up to, I'm showing you who they honored. Jeff Ford honored Noble Drew Ali. Jeff Ford, a Moorish American. Do you know when the Stones say, when the Moes say they Moes, do you know what that mean, Mo man? You a man of Eastern science. Real talk. You supposed to be going by them signs and symbols. You supposed to be conscious. If you putting it on Blackstone, you talking about on Chief Malik, and you about him, you supposed to be on a whole nother time. Chief Malik, Jeff Fort, he was so many different things. Businessman, revolutionary, you know what I'm saying, militant. Knew who he was. You feel me? He spread that amongst the brothers. Where you think El Rukins come from? He found himself, and he started giving brothers knowledge of themselves. Look how many brothers, I'm talking about honestly, look how many brothers study the teachings of Blackstone. Really study the teachings and understand the origin of the Blackstone. Understand about the Blackstone being in the Middle East, and everybody go to what? The holy city of what? Mecca. How many brothers understand their importance in this universe, on this planet, because of the teachings that was developed by Chief Malik and gave to brothers so they can what? Follow the instructions, so they can live a proper life, a righteous lifestyle. Straight up. And like I said, Chief Malik, he was what? Influenced by Noble Drew Ali. Now, what I just showed you and what I'm showing you, of course, is the main 21. But also what I'm showing you are teachings of who? What did it say? The proper people procedures from the Chief Mustafa, Malik, Angel. Real talk. I'm showing y'all, I'm not just talking something about the stones I don't know. I'm telling y'all that, bro, if you say you a stone, you one of the most, it don't matter what kind of stone you is, you supposed to be living upright. You supposed to be the cornerstone. Real talk. I'm showing you, I got look, Gangsta Stones, CSA, Coach Soldier Army. You see what it said? Protocol. This Prince Moose man, he the one who started Gangsta Stones. And he from my hood. Straight up. Look right here, you got Mickey Cogwell, Jesse Jackson, and Chief Malik, Jeff Ford. You see it right there. Classic picture. Classic picture. But Mickey Cogwell, if you said, hey, I'm an MC on Mickey Cobra. Mickey Cobra was named after Mickey Cogwell. The Cobras is actually one of the oldest gangs there was, or organizations there was. The Egyptian Cobras. I'll take you back. Mickey Cogwell went amongst politicians. He created labor unions. He did a lot of different things. If you saying you an MC, you know what I'm saying? All things supposed to be seen through the eye of the snake. Real talk. Understand your roots when it come down to Egypt. Why do you think y'all have the snakes? Why do you think y'all have some of the signs and symbols that you do? The pyramid, even with the pyramid, where's the pyramids found out? Hey, in Egypt, what we with knowledge itself would call Kemet. Okay? Bros got to do some research. Don't say you just an MC and you just hissing out here and doing all that and doing everything the opposite of what your literature is teaching you. How do you know, Flacco? Because I got y'all literature. I'm not saying nothing that's bogus or wrong. I'm not going to put nobody literature out there because it's not. That ain't proper. That ain't what my platform do. I don't put literature on the net. I don't do that. You would never see me doing that. Never. Rest in peace to Mickey Cogwell, though. If you saying you an MC, get on your ding. Study, research, get in your literature. If you don't have your literature, then get in tune with brothers who can give you your literature so you could be the best MC you could be. Hey, Mo, if you say you a stone and you ain't got your literature, link up with the bros so you can get the proper teachings, so you can have the proper knowledge. I'm showing you now. King of Kings, King David, Barksdale. Founder of the Black Disciples. It went from Devil Disciple to Black Disciple. Of course, he had the merger to form BGD, but I'm just giving the history of how it came about. This brother right here, back to, he had the morning food programs. He had an actual center where the Black Disciples could come and link up at. It got Black Disciple all on the building. Can't nobody do nothing about it because what? It's righteous. It's a positive and righteous endeavor. It was legit. It was legal. King David was in his community stopping the violence. He protected Martin Luther King, marched with Martin Luther King when he came to Chicago. Made sure he didn't get attacked like that no more. And guess who King David was rocking out with? The Black Panthers. Nothing in BD literature says anything about whacking the op, smoking the op, none of that. It don't even say GDs is y'all ops. How do I know? Because I got y'all literature. I'm showing y'all right there. I ain't going to put it out though. But if you say you BD and you locking them gates and you throwing up them trays, then you need to be on better development. And I'll give you this jewel. That was started by Marville, who some refer to as Kingville. Better development. Get in tune. This brother right here, Booney Black, Don Booney Black. I got to add the Don to it. These are all legends. All legends, all Chicago legends, all organizational legends. These brothers is revered by all squads, all mobs, all organizations. It don't matter. Real talk. Everybody know who these brothers is I'm naming. Everybody honor these brothers at the end of the day. Straight up. If you about black gangsters or you about Booney Black, then you need to be about better growth. Nowhere in Breed and BG literature do it say anything negative about smoking the op, hurting a brother, doing crime in your community. None of that. It don't say none of that. Actually, it says the opposite. You see how I say pride? Okay then. That word pride means something to the breeds. How do you know, Flacco? Because like I said, I got y'all literature. I will not put it out there. I'm not just talking to talk. But what I will say is every man should be a don of his own castle at the end of the day. Straight up. I'm just showing you This is just the tip of the iceberg of what I get when it comes down to literature. Real official literature. I'm a researcher. I'm a historian. I'm a teacher. I'm a knowledge seeker. Knowledge is infinite. I've been like this my whole life. Kicking the knowledge, kicking the wisdom and the understanding to everybody I come in contact with. So with that being said, this is Lord Gino for the Kings. This brother right here was about his people. He about his people. How do you know that, Flock? Because of the teachings of the Latin kings, which go hard. I mean, you know, talk about the Incas and the Mayans and the different civilizations and their heritage and where they come from, about their brown pride. Now I know, because I used to beef with Kings so hard when I went to Washington on the east side. For real, the Kings on 99th and Ewing, the Bush Kings, boy, I used to beef with them so hard, but I understand why they so committed, they so down for the crown. Why they love that, or more they love seeing it. And I was just showing y'all, I ain't just talking to talk. I got their Constitution. I got all of that. It's called the King Manifesto Constitution. And I showed y'all the dates. The Kings know what's up. That's for y'all brothers. Straight up. But I'm showing y'all the Lords now. And the Lords, the Lords is one of the first organizations to be incorporated. For real. One of the first. The Lords got many different branches. And at the end of the day, I see nothing within the Lordism, the teachings from different, branches of the Lords. Ain't none of them saying nothing negative. So if you're a Vice Lord, screaming Vice Lord, you're supposed to be on something totally different if you're doing something negative. Real talk. I'm showing y'all pictures of the LSD movement when Lord Stones and the disciples came together. I'm showing y'all pictures of when Boss was formed. You had Stones, Lords, GDs, all different type of individuals coming together to form Boss, Brothers of the Struggle. I'm showing y'all the pictures right here. I'm showing y'all the pictures. Look at this brother right here, Willie Lloyd. Man, he's a big part of Vice Lord history, especially literature-wise. But it's not for me to sit and break down the history of that. If you're a Lord, you need to get in tune with the Lords so you can get the proper understanding, get the proper knowledge of y'all literature. But what I will say is, I haven't seen nothing within the teachings of Vice Lord that say do anything criminal. I ain't seen it say nothing about, attacking ops or none of that. I done read this whole thing right here. I done read this whole book right here. And it's all about Lordism from the beginning to the end. Cicero was saying Vice Lord Manual. I'm talking about I didn't read it from the beginning to the end. Nothing negative. It's all about uplifting your people, uplifting yourself. Being on that golden path. What's this? That was the nuns. That was the nuns literature. What's that TVL literature? I'm talking about I got all the teachings. I got all the teachings. All the teachings. And I don't see nothing that tells a brother to do something bogus at the end of the day. Mafia Insane literature. I put a little, where it's that King Troy Martin came up on Cicero Ave. I left it right there. Oso La. Get into him. Go find out what that means. That law. Learn how to speak that. Straight up. Get in tune. You say you're a Lord, you should be in your teachings, being the best Lord you could be. The best Lord over your vices. You're supposed to be a Lord over the vices. Straight up. A vice Lord. Research what a vice is. And be the Lord of your vices, bro. Again, if you GD, you growth and development. I showed y'all the blueprint because the blueprint is not necessarily is literature, but it's for the public. But that is a foundational piece because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. The blueprint lays out everything. If you say you GD, that will correct your mind state of how you where you need to go so you could grow and develop at the end of the day. I'm showing you pictures of Ike Taylor, which was the co-chairman of GD, and I'm just showing you him. I wanted to put up other pictures, but I didn't do it out of respect of different situations going on and the honor and respect that I have for individuals. You feel me? But I'm putting these pictures up of Ike Taylor, some of the guys. You know what I'm saying? But if you say you GD, then you supposed to be growing and developing yourself, elevating yourself. Nothing in the teachings of GD tell you to look for your ops, to beef and do anything negative in your community. I'm talking about, it's about elevating your community. It's about helping your people. It's about getting to them polls and actually, you know, having an impact on what's going on with us socially and just in all type of different ways or walks of life. We supposed to be embedded in all walks of life that's positive and righteous and is productive and conducive to our community. Real talk. We supposed to have a voice in there. We supposed to have an influence in there. So y'all brothers and sisters, make sure y'all go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. But that's my whole point of this, showing y'all all of this though. I want to show y'all individuals who had a big impact on people that, you know, we look up to, the founders of organizations and things of that nature. I wanted y'all just to, maybe you never heard of Noble Drew Ali. Maybe you never heard of, you know, Father Allah, and things of that nature, I should say. Maybe you never heard of him. Maybe go research these things. The things I've been talking about, go research them. This brother right here, Fool, go check out the interview I did with him. And my brother, folks from my hood, you know what I'm saying, doing phenomenal things. Straight up. You got Fool there, then you got Film who from my end, from my hood directly. Fool from my hood too, but I'm from the Trey. Folks, couple blocks up though. You know, but it's all Wild Hunters and we all connected. Just like you see folks in them, they all together. Guys from my end with the other end right together. So, you know, I take my hat off to folks. I take my hat off to Fool. You know, I'm showing y'all how a brother who had a life sentence can change his life, come home, and change his community. Look what he's doing in his community. That's all I'm trying to show y'all, that it's about your mind state. About your mind state. The mind control the body. You gotta feed your mind conducive things that help you elevate. Good mental food. That's why I say, you get in your teachings, you get in your literature, you'll figure out that everything that's going on can be resolved in a diplomatic way, a less aggressive way. You ain't gotta smoke nobody. Have a meeting of the minds. It's so many different levels to it. But this is just the start. So I appreciate everybody tapping in with Flacco Santana TV. There's more to come. Everybody stay positive and productive. Everybody keep growing and developing yourself. It don't matter if you Stone, GD, BD, Vice Lord, Latin King, Folk Corner Hustler, whatever you is. Live a righteous existence. Y'all young brothers out there, man, get y'all some knowledge. And with that being said, love, peace, all that.